Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch.
Essence Fest. Hey y'all, hey.
Hello.
Welcome to Sisters Who Watch.
I'm Shelby.
And I'm Laura, and we're sisters who watch everything. TV, movies, sports, concerts, and even panels in huge convention centers. Massive.
Crazy.
We love to watch, and we love talking about it even more. Today we're watching Essence Fest.
The iconic annual festival in New Orleans, Louisiana, created by Essence Magazine.
Essence Magazine.
Ooh.
Yes, Essence Magazine, so iconic.
Very iconic.
Yeah, so that's exactly
particularly for Black women.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
So I know that we grew up, reading it, seeing it in hair salons, exactly. So we know Black women, everyone knows who Essence Magazine is. Exactly. And the festival's been going on for 29 years.
Wild.
I had no idea.
29 years. We were surprised to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, we know this is a cultural phenomenon. Like, we had been wanting to go for a while.
Right.
And finally made it happen.
Yes, we did it. And our expectations going in, so many people have seen Girls Trip. I know that we're both fans of that movie.
Big fans of the Will Packer film from a few years ago. I actually watched it on the plane to New Orleans in preparation.
Yes.
I was getting in the Girls Trip zone.
Exactly. Such an iconic movie with who that introduced Tiffany Haddish to the world, and now she's a huge
Essence
star.
Fest to a lot of people that weren't aware of it before.
So the whole plot of that movie was these old friends are coming together and doing Essence Fest as a girls' trip. So that movie introduced the festival to so many people, and now it's a destination. People are like, we gotta go to Essence Fest.
Every year, every summer.
Gotta do our girls' trip.
4th of July.
That's it. So we were like, we gotta have our girls' trip moment and do Essence Fest.
We did.
And we did. And something also about us is that we have family in the South. Even though we grew up in New York, are now Cali girls.
Cali.
We grew up going to New Orleans, but specifically Mississippi. That's where our family's from.
The deep South, okay?
Deep South, Mississippi.
Real down there.
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Real deep. So we love, so much of Southern culture, and it's a big part of who we are.
Yes.
So it was so great that we got to go back to New Orleans. It's one of my favorite cities ever.
Love New Orleans. We've been multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan. And so this festival is in a perfect location for like a fun summer event with your friends.
Kind of like the demographic of Girls Trip, Jada Pinkett Smith, Queen Latifah. We expected to skew a bit older. Shelby and I we weren't expecting to see people maybe like our age, like in their 20s. But there were a good amount, of younger people there.
Yeah, because I think this is an event. There are very few events that universally all Black people know about and want to go to. Mm-hmm. Maybe like a homecoming, whether it's at an HBCU, like Howard or Spelman, or a concert like Renaissance, so everyone's going to see Beyonce this summer.
Yes.
But besides that, there are very few events that I feel like every Black person or a lot of Black people culturally want to go to.
Right, so this is one of the biggest events for Black Americans. Yes. So we're so excited that we finally got to go. I feel like a huge theme of the whole weekend was just Black joy.
We love to see it.
We love
to
see
Black
it.
Joy in our lives.
We really do. And it was just so fun to see, people dancing, enjoying themselves, eating good. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, honestly, we were just so happy the entire time we were there. And you could tell everyone was just happy to be surrounded by so many Black people, getting free things. Celebrating our culture.
Black people love free things.
Literally.
And there were a lot of it. There was so much free stuff.
Love something that's free 99.
Yes.
And it was also the celebration of the 50th year of hip-hop.
That's
right. The 50th anniversary.
For people who don't know, Essence Fest goes from Thursday to Monday.
Yes.
Of the weekend that it is. And they have concerts for 3 out of the 5 days. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're concerts with huge names, huge headliners. So Missy Elliott was a headliner, Lauryn Hill, Megan Thee Stallion, Wizkid, Thames. Jill Scott also as a headliner. So, like, huge names within the Black community.
Big deal.
And there's
particularly
definitely
the hip-hop community this time.
This year, there's a lot of hip-hop artists.
Mm-hmm. And we really wanted to go because we love Meg Thee Stallion.
That's right.
Woo!
Hot Girl Summer.
Hot Girl Summer. I'm her.
She.
Take a look.
It's me.
Yep. So we like Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, we also, as we mentioned, have family in Mississippi, and New Orleans is not
Very
too
close.
They border
drive.
each other,
Yeah.
so we're able to line it up. So we're able to spend time with our family, be there for our grandfather's 89th birthday.
Big
so
one.
it really just worked out perfectly.
Yes.
Also, fun fact: our mom is a big Megan Thee Stallion fan.
You might not have thought that. But she is.
Yes,
I think
she
ever
is.
since she saw Meg perform on SNL like a couple years ago, not the most recent time, but like a few years ago, she was like, oh my gosh, I love this. She was like savage.
Classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty. Yeah, she loves that song. Our mom loves that song. Another major theme of the conference is just like wealth, you know.
Reclaiming that.
Yes, reclaiming our generational wealth, you know, that has been taken away from us, but also just like there was a whole booth dedicated to like finances and financial
in a
freedom.
section called Black Economic Forum.
What we learned at the TIAA booth is that Black people, specifically Black women, have significantly less retirement savings because we get paid the least. So, of course, we're not going to have enough to save.
To see it.
So, it's hard out here, y'all. But it's important that we stay educated and we do what we can to break those chains.
We're breaking them.
That's it.
Breaking them. Another big theme was like health and beauty and wellness.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
So the New Orleans Convention Center is huge. We walked the length of it. It takes at least like 10 minutes to just walk the length from one end to the other. It was huge. And they had different sections. Like Shelby said, there was one focus about finances and economic growth and freedom, et cetera. And then there was also one that was about food. And there was a whole McDonald's booth. There's Coca-Cola, all of that.
All the big sponsors had their booth as well. There were small businesses that had booths. And then there was a huge like health and beauty section, BeautyCon.
It had all the Black-owned brands, all the hair brands that we know and love.
Daughter,
Shea Moisture, Mael. You know, what are the best products for you? Of course, giving away lots of stuff.
Oh, we got bags
crazy.
full.
We were struggling carrying all the bags
around with all our hair care, beauty, you name it. We got our years full of giveaways, probably.
Yeah, we got hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. So, y'all, if you need hair products, book a flight to New Orleans next year for Essence Fest, and you're good.
So every day, get those free items. It's really great to just see us celebrated and for our beauty, our hair.
Right.
A lot of times in traditional media, you don't see that.
You don't see this puff.
No, you don't see the puff. You don't see the box braids. So it was just such a welcoming environment where everyone was being accepted and celebrated. It was just where we could truly be ourselves and be us.
What we didn't know is that the actual convention is free. Isn't that wild? So to go to the convention center, get all the free things, see performances, you know, and get free food, panel discussions, all of that is free.
Like the only thing that truly costs money, of course, like airfare, hotel, is the concert series.
Right.
So you technically could go to Essence Fest, do all the free events, the giveaways, and not be stressed about the concerts.
Literally, yeah. And what a lot of people have told us, hindsight, we didn't even need to buy our tickets for the concert because they do so many giveaways. So you can even get to see all the concerts for free.
Should we get into our favorite moments?
Yes. Okay, so for all our Real Housewives of Potomac fans, y'all will never believe what happened. So Shelby and I, we got to New Orleans on a Saturday night, and we're like, okay, we're going to wake up early and go straight to the convention center. And they had a, like, gospel fest.
Yeah,
so
like
that's
a Get Lifted fest.
Right.
To, like, lift your spirits, get in the praise the Lord energy going.
Exactly, because, you know, Sunday morning, people coming from out of town, so they had, you know, a church service. Y'all, guess who was the preacher? Jamal Bryant. Pastor Jamal Bryant.
From Atlanta, Georgia, who is Giselle Bryant's current Real Housewife of Potomac housewife, ex-husband.
Yes. So when Shelby and I saw that Jamal Bryant was preaching, we were so shook because
had to go here.
We were like, we have to go.
Had to go.
Because we were probably going to go regardless. To see the service.
You want to get the word Sunday morning.
If y'all haven't listened to our Potomac episode review of season 7, we talk about how much we're big Giselle fans. He talks about him a lot. He's been on the show.
Yes.
So that was really
not the best.
Cool to see him.
What was interesting about seeing him preach is, from our perspective, we know him as Giselle's ex-husband who cheated on her.
Yes.
And hasn't been presented in the best light.
Right.
So to see him preach at this event, we were very curious. And let me tell you, he was good.
He was really good.
He was really good.
I was shook.
We were surprised.
I was shocked. He the room was electric.
It was a hot room. Everyone was like, yes, amen, jumping up, shouting.
I know, shouting, shaking.
It was
vibe. Crazy. And Jamal was in this, what do you think of his outfit? He was in this like bright red tracksuit, basically.
The outfit was the one thing I didn't love. And he had very vibrant jewelry.
Yes. He had his chains.
And rings and a lot happening.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Besides his
bling.
Bling, yes, thank you. Besides his bling,
his
ice, we thought that he did a really good job.
He was really good. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And he talked about, one of the things he said was, it's coming, your blessing is on its way.
Yes.
And I think it really resonated with both of us, his message, because he talked about, God gave you a great idea. And we were like, that's our podcast.
Come on.
And also he was saying that the resources are already there. The funds, the finances are there for your idea.
And we're like,
oh my goodness. He's talking about us in this podcast.
It was very emotional because it felt classic. God provided that message for us to assure us that we are on the right track.
Yeah.
That's how I felt, at least.
It really felt reassuring. So, okay, Jamal.
I know. So, yes, moral of the story.
Okay, Jamal
Bryant can preach. Well, I'm sure that's why he was invited to Essence Fest.
Right. Another big highlight for us, as we mentioned, was just the amount of free items we got. Y'all, I don't think you understand. Shelby and I had, and we didn't even go to every booth. We could have gotten way more stuff.
Because too much.
Right. We had bags and bags. It was hurting our arms how much stuff we had.
Literally.
It was like 20 pounds worth of just hair products. Crazy. It was crazy.
Because we got conditioner, we got hair dye, we got cream, we got refresher spray, we got shampoo, conditioner, we got everything.
Literally everything.
Any kind of hair product you can think of, we got.
Right. Also mascara. We got eyeliner.
Side, mascara,
lip gloss.
Eyeliner, lip gloss. And what was really cool as well is that the big brands like Target, McDonald's, they had sections. So we went to the McDonald's section, and they had this really cool tote. And Target was giving away
snacks
and fanny packs. So literally so much to get.
Right. Disney also had a huge booth.
Oh, yeah.
And they gave away pink Mickey Mouse ears.
So cute.
So cute. And all the kids there. Yeah,
everyone was wearing them after
kids
they got it.
Had the Minnie Mouse ears. It was awesome. So it was cool seeing all the stuff. We drank a lot of free Coca-Cola.
Yes, they were doing Coca-Cola samples.
Yes, that was good.
Had my fair share. That's what's great about a festival like that. They have something for everyone. Yeah. So if you want to have the more professional networking, learning focus, you can.
Right,
but if you want to just have a good time with your girls, that's a vibe you can do too.
You can be, if you want to be on Bourbon Street the whole time.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the festival.
Yeah. You do you.
You do you.
Yes. And something we loved about the McDonald's part of the convention, it was huge. They had such a big space. They had a huge dance floor. They were playing, the best of the best, Black people jams. They're playing,
We're literally in line, and they started with the Cupid Shuffle.
I know.
What is this what we're doing?
I was like, McDonald's knows its audience. As much as we like to hate on McDonald's being like, why do they always feature Black people in their ads? They're trying to make Black people eat McDonald's. I mean.
The marketing
marketing is good. And yeah, Shelby mentioned, they gave us these bags that had 3 Black women on it, smiling and eating McDonald's.
Literally,
it was wild.
Their sign said "Black and positively golden."
I can't.
So on it.
Black and positively golden.
That's
Holding
right.
my Big Mac.
Yeah.
I cannot. Black and positively golden.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And of course, the concert was a highlight.
Yes.
And the main reason we went
to see our girl Meg.
We had to.
It was awesome. And so we got there kind of late, but they had performances the whole night. So Muni Long was there Sunday, Remy Ma, Salt and Peppa. They had all these different performers. But by the time we got there, we saw WizKid and Thames, who are both really famous Afrobeats artists, and they were great.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't always know how people are going to be live versus their tracks.
No, that's true. And I feel like I'm a basic WizKid fan. I only know, his really, really popular songs.
Like what's played at parties.
Exactly. So it was cool to see him play all his music. He was great. And Thames is gorgeous and has a great voice. I always think of her iconic Oscars dress. And she was sitting in the audience. She was like blocking all the people behind her because she had like this huge white veil. It was amazing. It was from earlier
this year, so you probably saw.
We named her as one of our best dressed at the Oscars.
We did.
Yeah, if you listen to our episode. So the concert was amazing. And of course, Megan Thee Stallion was a headliner, queen. And she didn't come on until midnight.
That was tough. It was a little late. But because we got in there late, I think we were preparing ourselves like we had taken a nap in the afternoon. We were ready. And the second she came on, the energy levels were up.
Exactly. We got a little sleepy. But also, we have to mention, Shelby and I were upgraded from the nosebleeds at the concert. So we bought the cheapest tickets for the show. Because we were like, we just want to be there for the vibes. And then Shelby has a friend who had some extra tickets who was working the event. So we got to sit in the front and also
floor seats. And get access to a VIP lounge for their free drinks and food. Look at God. Crazy. Just happened, my friend happened to be at Essence Fest at the same time as us, and she was working, and some of her colleagues didn't want to go, so we were able to use their tickets.
Talk about an upgrade. I still have my VIP badge.
She's literally wearing it. Can you believe that? She's wearing her VIP badge from Essence
VIP lounge.
She's a real one.
Gotta let the people know that you're VIP.
That's right.
And we literally did not eat dinner that day. And we ate dinner in the lounge.
Mashed potato bar.
Free drinks.
Skewers.
We didn't see any famous people in the lounge when we were there. But apparently, didn't she say Garcelle from Real Housewives? Karen
Huger. All these housewives.
One of the housewives
apparently a few housewives were there the day before.
But yeah, we were VIPs during Essence. Yeah, because famous podcasters, right?
Exactly, that's why.
That's
not because of a friend or a connection.
No.
Because of our podcast.
Exactly. We were saying, we're manifesting next year we're going to be invited to Essence Fest from our podcast. So let's hope.
It was definitely a highlight. I will say we had a few least favorite moments.
Yeah, a couple.
Not too many. I mean, y'all, you probably hear about this. There's a heat wave. It was so hot in New Orleans.
Oh my gosh. The weather was insane.
We purposely stayed in a location that was equidistant to a lot of the locations so we could walk. Not much walking happened because of the heat.
Literally.
It was tough.
It was so tough. I remember, so we were on the same flight to New Orleans, and the Uber driver from the airport, we were telling her about the weekend. She was like, you're here for Essence Fest, all of that. And we were like, we're really excited. We know that Ubers and Lyfts are crazy right now. And she's like, it's so bad. So we're planning on walking those places. And she was like, what? Girl, don't walk.
You can't walk. It's too hot.
She was like, what are you talking about?
You
crazy.
Can't walk. You can't walk. It's too hot outside.
And I remember we were leaving the convention center. We were there from like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It was a long day.
Got our money's worth.
We definitely did. And we're trying to find our Uber outside. And this was also one of my least favorite moments. We were trying to find an Uber outside. It was impossible to find your car. And we were wandering outside. It felt like 20 minutes, but it was definitely like 5 minutes. But it was so hot.
I was like, Laura, if we don't find the Uber, I'm going to pass out.
I know.
Hurry,
Shelby was like, cancel the Uber.
Cancel the Uber. Let's find another way to get home.
Shelby was like, cancel the Uber. I was on the phone with our driver. I was like, where are you?
We were walking in circles in the heat looking for him.
No, it was a mess.
Speaking of mess, there were a few chaotic long lines in the convention center. Of course, right? Everyone wants a free giveaway. So I'd say that was not the best, just having to wait in long lines that weren't always moving.
Right.
Got a little chaotic, some people fighting, trying to get in the front of the line, like.
And yeah, at the other booth, this lady like tried to like go in the front of the line. She started yelling at everyone, and people were like, "You need to get out of line." It was crazy. So don't mess with us and our free things.
Yeah, I would
people
say
are serious.
People take free items seriously.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
I know.
You're waiting in line.
Yes, offering free Shea Moisture, you know we're gonna go crazy
Yeah.
over
Don't
that.
be shocked.
Shelby, under categories.
Woo!
Tell me who or what did you love to hate?
Oh. I guess the hot weather, but it's tough because I'm a summer baby.
Right.
I love the heat. I love the summer, but the hot weather was tough for a little. It was really hot. Like you were outside for a second and you were just sweating. And I don't really
doing
sweat a
nothing.
lot. And so I was sweating so much, I felt like my clothes were dry. We had to change clothes multiple times.
Did yeah.
So I would say that was something I didn't love. But I also like the warm weather.
Right.
I'd rather it be warm than cold.
Exactly. That's why I love
All
to
the
hate
time.
it because I agree. I'm definitely someone who prefers the hot, but it was
Yes.
sticky and gross out.
It was
Yeah.
tough.
Something else that we have for love to hate is Jamal Bryant. What? Because like we said, we love Giselle from Real Houses of Potomac, but he was great. Like he had a great message, and I was so shook. He just like the room was on fire. Like he just really knew how to work a crowd.
The energy.
He brought the energy. People were fired up, and
crazy.
he was a great preacher that morning. So
He was.
I really enjoyed him.
I think
I'm
that's
so
a good one.
surprised.
I
So
agree.
surprised.
We don't love him because of Giselle and what he did, but he
Yeah.
really gave a good word.
Yeah. Something we hate to hate is definitely long lines.
Yeah, we
And
don't
the
get into
mess.
it more.
Yeah, we already talked
But
about
that
it.
was by far the worst part.
Yeah. Love to love.
Yes, shocker, it's Meg.
Hands on my knees. Hands on my knees.
Hands on my knees. Love Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
I thought she did a really good job.
She was great.
Apparently, people that went to all the concerts said that Missy Elliott was better.
Right.
But we didn't see Missy, so we, can't compare. But I thought Meg did a really good job.
Right. And plus, as we were saying, like the main demographic at Essence Fest skews a bit older than us, so I feel
So it
like
makes sense that they would really like Missy.
Right. So I feel like she probably, lit the Superdome on fire with all her songs.
Yes.
But for us, we love Megan. So
When she sang Savage, which was
the
her closing
room,
song.
yeah, the room went crazy.
So good.
It was really, really good.
It was so fun.
So highly recommend if you're a Megan fan, go see
Yes.
her. And we also just loved the ambience and the vibe of the whole festival, the whole
Beautiful
weekend.
black
Just
people,
so, like we said, Black Joy. Like everyone was just so
nice.
happy.
Yeah,
it was
fun.
great seeing all these people together. And we also love to love all the free giveaways.
Anything that's free 99, sign
we
me up.
love it. It was great.
Big fan.
If you listened to our last episode of the NBA playoffs, we introduced a new segment called Red Flag, Green Flag, 1, 2, 3. And basically it's based off, the title's based off the game, red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. And basically we ask each other, is this a red flag, is this a green flag? And we have to give our hot take and opinion. Okay, Shelby, first one.
I'm ready.
Is it a red flag to stop handing out giveaways due to demand?
100%.
Yeah. Okay, elaborate.
I think if you know your brand is at a festival, a convention where thousands and thousands of people are going to be coming, you have to have enough product or have the correct setup to handle the long lines. You know you're going to have long lines. People love free items.
You know black people are going to go crazy over all these free hair products. Are you kidding?
Our hair products are expensive. I will wait.
Gosh.
We waited 30 minutes for a line, okay? So
Literally.
you need to have enough product and you need to have the right structure and line set up. So it is a red flag. I have a question for you, Laura.
Okay.
Is it a green flag to not say hi to a celebrity even though you recognize them?
Ooh, this is a good
we
question.
had a lot of celebrity sightings, so I'm curious your thoughts.
Okay, this is tough because, as we've talked about, Shelby, living in LA, Hollywood Shelby right here, Hollywood Holland, as they call her. She sees celebrities in LA all the time. And I like so many times we want to say hi and everything, but often celebrities don't want to be disturbed, you know, they're busy, they're annoyed. So often we just leave them alone. Is it a green flag? I guess it is a green flag. It shows that you're being considerate, that you don't want to bother them because they probably have people bothering them a lot. But also, we want to say hi. I think certain levels. I feel like reality stars, they might like it because they're like, oh, attention. You know, reality stars, they're different than like actors. Yes. So maybe reality star, it's not a green flag because some people want the attention. Like if someone, obviously we're not famous, but yet. But if someone came up to us and was like, hey, like, I love your podcast, like, that'd be really cool.
Oh, I would love that.
I would love that. So if you see us in person, feel free to
say hello.
So I would say it's a green flag to not bother a celebrity, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think?
Shades of green, Laura.
Shades of green. Shades of green.
Hi, especially now living in LA and working in entertainment, I think I'm more sensitive to not saying hi.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I remember I was on an Amtrak train with Mom from DC to New York. Mindy Kaling was on the train, same car as us.
Crazy.
I love Mindy Kaling. I literally, as we were leaving the train, tapped her. I was like, hi, can I get a photo? Because I was like in middle school or high school.
Yeah, you're bold.
I was bold. And we got a photo. So it's like,
I know.
It's weird.
So we're introducing another new segment because
Hollywood
Shelby, she, her Runyon Canyon adventures, she sees celebrities all the time. So we're introducing Shelby Celebrity Sightings because we did have a few sightings here at Essence Fest. So Shelby, tell me about our celebrity sightings.
I am screaming. So I will say I have a good eye for spotting celebrities.
You really do.
It's like a skill set.
You really do. And
I saw a lot of them at Essence Fest. The first was our current bachelorette, Charity Lawson.
Yes.
When Meg finished and we were leaving the floor seat section, I was like, oh my gosh, Laura, Charity Lawson's in front of us. Charity, she was right in front of me, so I was whispering.
I know.
And we were like, oh my gosh. We did not say anything. Again, not wanting to disturb.
We debated.
But she was right in front of us as we were exiting.
It was crazy.
The stadium.
And she's so petite, like so tiny.
We were shocked. Because it's hard to tell on TV sometimes, but she's very small.
Yeah, that was crazy. But she looked amazing. Her hair looked great. Yeah.
We also saw Jessie Woo from Dish Nation, who was doing a panel discussion, kind of conversation about relationships. I don't know her too well, but it was cool to see her in person, and she's like releasing music and yeah,
and she's super charismatic. It was cool seeing her.
She had a lot of personality. We also, again, me spotting people. We actually had, I guess, a lot of sightings at the concert.
Yeah.
So I saw Davine Joy Randolph, who's an actress. She plays the main detective on Only Murders in the Building.
That's how I know her.
Watch that show on Hulu.
You pointed her out to me, and I know her from Only Murders in the Building, and she looked so different, but she looked amazing.
She looked good.
She was all done up. She looked really good. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And also the concert we saw Janelle Monáe.
Crazy. I mean, she went on stage to twerk with Meg.
Love
that for her.
And also Janelle James hosted the event, so we got to see her. And as we talked about, we love her on Abbott Elementary. She's so funny. So it was really cool to see her on stage. Yeah, we're big fans.
And I will say our longest kind of celebrity sighting interaction was with Chef Elisa Reynolds, who owns a restaurant in LA called My Two Cents. And she has a new show on Hulu called Searching for Soul Food, which we watched with our family in the South. And again, my friend who was working the event introduced us, and it was so cool to chat with her. We were eating beignets
at Café Du Monde,
classic New Orleans thing to do. And it was really cool just to have a conversation with a celebrity chef.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then we got to see her, on her new show on Hulu. That was so cool. Just a couple days later.
So that's my celebrity sighting segment.
Shelby's celebrity sightings.
Hollywood Holland.
That's it. Okay, overall parting thoughts, Shelby. Watch or wait on Essence Fest?
Watch.
I agree. We want to go again. We're
wanna go
already
again.
planning next year.
Especially since next year is the 30th anniversary.
That's
we
gonna
just
be crazy.
feel like it's going to be big. They have to do bigger concerts, bigger venues, bigger panels. Like we just are assuming they're going to go all out for the 30th anniversary.
Oh, for sure. So next year, if someone wants to go sponsor us, if you want to come meet us there, like create a group, we will be there.
Sure.
We will be there.
Let's
30
book
years.
the flights and hotels now.
Yeah, so that's a perfect segue to what to watch. We're watching for the 30th anniversary of Essence Fest next summer.
Cannot wait.
Yes.
And it's always around the 4th of July.
I know that, Shelby, you really love Essence Magazine's content just in general.
I do. So I follow them on social media. Love their content. So follow them on IG and everything if you're not already. I know when they post like funny things or just like I get news like when the whole recent Keke Palmer and her baby daddy issues. I found that out through Essence. And when they posted about Jalen Hurts' amazing cover shoot,
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, whoo! Stop it. Too much content. Too good. And they also have like, great programming throughout the year. So since I'm in LA, I went to an event they had Oscars weekend a few months ago called the Essence Hollywood House. So it was really cool. It was like free programming for like people in entertainment, creators, and they had panels, networking events, free food. Like it was great.
Ooh.
So yeah, follow Essence, support Essence. They're for us,
Yes.
truly. They are for the Black women.
They really are. I mean, this weekend was so fun. Highly recommend. We're so grateful that Essence started this 30 years ago, so ahead of its time. So we're so excited that we got to support do this episode, and go again next year.
Yes.
That's it.
Thanks, y'all, for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much for listening.
So fun.
Follow us at Sisters Who Watch on all platforms.
Everywhere.
TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. We're also on LinkedIn. Go support
Give
us
us a
there.
follow.
And at our website, sisterswhowatch.com.
Thank you.
Everything.